Fortnite, having impeccable timing can make or break you as a player, especially in a game centered around RNG. But today, we're going to be looking at some people that did not have impeccable timing. In fact, their timing was so bad it's unfortunate.
Dun, dun, dun! Right on time!
Fred, what did I tell you about showing up uninvited?
Then it's welcomed, right?
Fred, I'm revoking your real gamer license.
What? No!
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the world's tiniest violin. Well, if you wanted to know the best time to use code T5G for the holiday season, it's all the time. Use code T5G. If you use the code, I won't have to go homeless, but most importantly, your timing in Fortnite will get better. Signed, Epic Games. Trust me, my dad works for Epic. Number 10, just boat cruising. It's just the worst when you're making your way downtown in your boat with your buddies, eating some snacks and just overall chilling. And then, well, your game doesn't load the actual place you're going to. That happened to this guy and his friend when they were cruising down towards Lazy Lake in their speedboat. And for some reason, the rest of the map did not load in for the one recording.
What?
Now, this could be a result of just one dude's game not loading, or maybe all four of them didn't load the rest of the map, but either way, the boat fell straight through the floor and exploded. It's pretty funny, but the whole horrible timing for the game to stop loading, maybe it was because the guy recording kept looking away from where they were going, or maybe it was just a very unfortunate bug that took them out. Either way, that is some terrible luck. Number 9, guy lands right as he goes to sniper. This is one of the most unlucky things I've seen in a while. During a match of Team Rumble, this player was just minding their own business, walking around and eliminating others. Then they tried to go for a snipe of an unsuspecting player. Just as they lined up the shot and pulled the trigger, an enemy decided to glide back down after respawning, and just as they were about to land, they glided straight into the path of the bullet. The bullet that wasn't intended for them was now the one that eliminated them, and boy oh boy, is that just terrible timing. Then the player eliminated the other person whose life was saved by the gliding enemy. You may have thought that you cheated fate, but you only delayed. Oh well, at least this guy didn't claim he meant to do it, because I totally would have said I meant to do that. But in number 8, we've got 1 HP and a dream. I've never seen someone so lucky and then immediate unlucky at the same time. In a fight, this guy takes a ton of damage, but pulls it off by shooting down the enemy and getting extremely lucky when they jump off their high ground and get eliminated from the extra fall damage. After this, the player realizes that they're literally on 1 health and were mere seconds away from losing that fight. Noticing how lucky they were, they run into the house to try and heal as fast as possible. In the house, they open a door to make sure no one is inside and then walk through. Just as they enter the room, a zombie spawns inside the room. They enter and it hits them once. Obviously, this guy has 1 health, so he's done. It's over for him. Just how unlucky do you have to be, though? It's like he avoided getting destroyed in a fight, so the game was like, wait, no, we're not having this. And spawned a zombie in that small room. What are the odds of that happening? What impeccably unfortunate timing. Maybe the zombies aren't that great after all. Imagine if the player he just eliminated was a soccer skin. It would have been like they got revenge from the grave. Number 7, possibly the worst time to land Dirty Docks. If there was any worse of a time to land Dirty Docks, it would be in this clip. When this guy landed there, he saw a chest on a crane and decided to grab it. So of course he's high up on a thin ledge in view of many people who land at the docks. In the chest, he gets a pump shotgun and a fishing rod. Then an enemy pops out and begins shooting at him. So instead of fighting back with his pump, the player decides to try and take the enemy for a swim. So with his fishing rod, he throws it at the enemy and drags him upward, which sends the guy flying off the edge of Dirty Docks and to their doom. This guy picked the worst possible time to land at Dirty Docks, right next to someone with a fishing rod and the high ground. Just imagine this clip with a harpoon gun. Oh no. I imagine we'll be seeing more eliminations just like this in the future because of the new weapon being able to just pull enemies towards you. Did you know you could actually fish with it? It's pretty nuts. But in at your number 6 spot, we've got, hey guys, watch, I'm going to no-scope this bot. I don't know what this guy was doing, but he saw a bot, and instead of just going for the easy elimination, I think he tried to show off or something, because after hitting them a few times with his pickaxe, he pulled out his sniper at close range and began shooting at the bot while jumping around. Then, of course, the bot began to try and fight back, but it looked puzzled and was looking around everywhere. From this, you'd probably guess that the guy no-scopes the bot and moves on with his day, but instead the bot drinks a mini while moving. They do that? Since when could bots heal while walking around? And then they continue fighting, just jumping around until the guy does a 360 no-scope. It eliminates the dude. This was poor timing because the whole fight was watched and recorded by someone who was spectating him, and then they moved on to their next match just after the guy lost the fight against the bot. Now he's gone viral with how terrible he is at Fortnite. Who was he trying to impress by no-scoping a bot though? Either way, that was a massive fail. But in at your number 5 spot, we've got, okay, I know it's an old clip, but come on. This is an old clip, but there's a reason this video is titled The Worst Timing Moments of All Time. There's never been a worse time to edit a wall that would save your life. In a match of squads, these guys were all in the final circle, but the other team had an advantage. They had a guided missile launcher. Knowing exactly where the enemy team were, they fired the missile and guided it all the way across fatal fields directly where the entire team were holed up. For some reason, they just built themselves into a hole. I don't know if they heard the missile coming or were just buddies who wanted to make a house, but one of them decided to make a window for their lovely new home. Turns out this window was made just at the right moment to allow the missile to slowly slide into the base and blow all 3 of them, letting the team who fired it get that easy victory. It's probably the worst timing you can think of when it comes to editing a window, but hey, in at number 4, have you ever wanted to leave the map? In this moment, we see 2 YouTubers, Mr. Fresh Asian and Laserbeam, attempt to pull off an under the map glitch. Laserbeam and Fresh Asian are known for breaking Fortnite and discovering a ton of bugs. And it was in this match that they tried to find a way under the map by breaking a store in craggy cliffs and finding a hole in the ground. This hole leads to under the map, and you could see that it showed there was nothing underneath the store except grass and air. When Mr. Fresh Asian tried to jump down there, he was immediately eliminated, while Laserbeam laughed at him from behind. It's a great clip, but he picked the worst time to jump down there. Although we're really surprised that a glitch to get them under the map actually just eliminated them instead. Most glitches end up getting eliminated anyway, to be honest. But in at number 3, we've got this happened in a tournament match. So you know how we just showed you that video with Laserbeam and Mr. Fresh Asian, and they fell through the floor in that craggy cliff store? Well, what if I told you that someone fell in that exact same hole without even knowing it was there? Yep, in an arenas match.
What? I just fell through the map.
What the hell?
Somebody decided to try to get mad by breaking that area of craggy cliffs, and to their surprise, they fell right through the hole. What an unfortunate way to get eliminated, especially in an arenas match. Come on. Well, I mean, they had 18 points, but still. And to top it all off, they had TTV in their username. You know what? I take it all back. They definitely deserve it. Number 2, the worst time to lag. I'm pretty sure everyone who's played Fortnite has at least once experienced lag, which resulted in them getting eliminated or losing health, or really any form of lag that it's just been bad for them. I know I have. Well, this player got it worse because they really tried here. In a build battle against someone, this person was getting some lag but pushed past it in order to build well and then get the advantage over the enemy. Eventually, they eliminated the enemy, but not before they got built into a 1x1 and a trap was placed on the floor. Just as they took them out, they saw the trap on the floor and tried to escape. And this is where the lag saw its moment and decided to strike against the poor guy. He jumped in the air after spotting the trap and built a ramp. Except the ramp didn't build, and after jumping, he landed right back onto the spike trap, but the ramp was refusing to be built due to the lag. Obviously, because of this, the guy was eliminated by the trap. I'd probably uninstall the game if this happened to me. I'm only partially kidding because I probably would, to be fair. But in at number 1, we've got the poor guy was just trying to defeat the Storm King. During Fortnite 2019, there was a mode called the Storm King LTM, which was basically just the boss battle from Save the World in Battle Royale. A dozen players teamed up to try and fight the Storm King every match. But around the circle where you fight the king, there are some portals that bounce you around if you step on them. When streamer Max Smile was down by the Storm King in the mode, his teammates came to the rescue. One of the randoms picked him up and took him to his teammate. Hal then picked up his downed body and ran away from the zombies to safety. To try and get away faster, he decided to use one of the bouncy portals, but they were super unlucky because the portal bounced them straight into another portal, and then that one bounced them directly into the storm, eliminating Max Smiles. Now, I've been thrown into the storm by those damn bouncy things many times, but to be thrown in there while carrying your downed friend by accident, that is just terrible, terrible timing. But hey, you can't click off the video just yet. You gotta see this video over here. There's an annotation on screen. You gotta check it out. Click it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love this video. I promise you're gonna love it. If you don't love it, then